Hello everyone, I am Daksh Patel, one of the member of Team Garuda Nest. And today I want to talk about a problem that almost every developer silently deals with. Every time we start a new project, we rebuild the same backend logic again and again. Authentication, basic APIs, code structure. Even though the logic is nearly identical, we still rewrite everything because no two projects are exactly same, and that's the reason why we need to write everything from scratch. And over time, this repetition doesn't just waste time, it slows down innovation. Sometimes it kills entirely innovation. So instead of asking how can we write this faster, I start asking different question. What if we didn't have to rewrite it all? And that's where Crafta comes in. Crafta is not just another library, it's a modular backend foundation designed to eliminate repetitive work while still giving you full access to your control over your entire backend. In this video, I'll going to show you the how it works and how you can use it in your backend. So this is the official Crafta website. All the top you can see different sections like packages, documentations, guides, and the ecosystem. The idea behind Crafta is simple: one ecosystem but multiple backend capabilities. Instead of using different tools for different problems, Crafta brings everything into a singular modular system. Right now it's focused on secure authentication, but more modules are in development and soon will be updated here. So let's take a look at the packages. So right now the core module of Crafta and the authentication module is stable and ready to use, and the chat module of Crafta is under development. So Crafta is designed in a modular way in which means you only install what you actually need. For example, there is a core package which provides the base ecosystem. Then after the additional modules like authentication and chat and so on, you need to install only that module which you are currently needed. This keeps your backend clean and lightweight, also the scalable. So now if you want to understand how everything work, go to the documentation and select the packages, which package you need to understand. Okay. So like here I selected the Crafta core module. So you can read about the basic details of module. If you want to understand the installation process and the basic setup, you can move to the installation part of the core module. Okay. Then after deployment process, how you can deploy and integrate with your CI/CD pipelines. Then after there is authentication module. So in which you want to understand the configuration, what configuration, and the where is compatible with TypeScript and JavaScript both compatible. Everything is structured in here. Whatever you need to understand, you can see here documentation, read the documentation, and you can use it. So along with docs, here are guides, so you can understand how you can use and simply. So let me show you the ecosystem. As Crafta grows, more modules and use cases will be added here. The goal is to build complete backend ecosystem, not a single tool. Okay, so you can join the GitHub organization here and contribute to the already existing Crafta modules and create issues wherever you find any issues or bugs. You can report here. Also, you can check out the Crafta NPM package from on NPM site. So this is the core module. You can check it out here, Crafta core module. Also, if you want to check the other module, you can go here, search Crafta, and this is the authentication module. You can read the NPM documentation also. There is total 28 different versions is available. Now that you have an idea of how Crafta is structured, let's actually install it and see how it works in a real project. So I created a new folder and I'm installing firstly packet.json. Now I'm installing Crafta core. Now the authentication module. Okay, so the package is now installed. Now we can create a server.js. So first of all, we import the our modules. So first we import the core Crafta module from the Crafta core. Then after we import the our authentication module from Crafta auth. Okay. So then after next is we can configure the core module and initialize it. Okay, so now I initialized the core function of the Crafta auth function. Then after we have to configure the env and then the variables which we have to put in env. So the first is jwt secret. Okay, jwt secret where the process.env like that and the name of it, or we can use one. Okay, then after mongodb url to store the user data. Okay, now features, which features we have to use, we have to define inside this function. So first is like email verification. You can check this entire on the documentation page. So currently we does not need, so we can make it false. Then login alerts. After that, audit details, audit of logs, who log in at what time, like that. Rate limits, security attempts, how many attempts of password would be acceptable, two-factor. Okay. So this is the features. You can also you can customize this entire features by defining each features function, and whatever you need to take you can take from, like if you want to edit the rate limits you can edit the rate limits, creating rate limits function. Then after you need to give the more login security attempts, you can edit that security attempts. If you want to reduce you can reduce. Okay, now we come to the next important parts. It's routes, defining the routes where this the authentication would be accessible. So for register, so we can define register. Register would be at slash register route. Then login, login would be at login route. Then refresh token. Okay, refresh token. then forgot password, reset password, and verify for profile to access the personal data profile, and last is verify the particular user at slash verify. Yes. Okay, so here we defined the routes. Now the next thing is we assign it to the app function. Then we start the server creating a particular route app dot listen 3000 port and the server. Okay, so on. Now let me start the server. Node server.js. Okay, so you can see the server is running and it's connected to MongoDB. Okay, so now we move it to the postman and check the particular register route. So you can make it post register. Okay, so first we use name, then email, and write CG, then password. Okay, so firstly I'll showing you the demo password. So you can see here the master password must be at least 8 characters. Password must be contain uppercase and special. So this is because we used the password policy as true. So we need to create a strong password. Okay, so this password is still weak. Okay, so you can see the registration is successful. Now if you want to check, we can move to the login. We remove the name. Okay, so you can see here our login is successful. The entire details of that particular person we can get here. Okay, now we can. Okay, so this is the our basic demo of how the Crafta auth package is working. Okay, and I am gonna create an specific videos for the how this particular package you can use and customize each and every feature and what controls you can get. Okay, so we created this package with alongside my friend Kalpan Kanaria, and